你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
The month is the Ming Ming of the hometown, and peace of mind is the way home. Homesickness recalls what he thinks. Lu Yuan meets a friend. Send home letters thousands of miles. Drunk is melancholy. I have wine tonight and drink today. Deja vu is the saddest. In the turbulent days, we have infinitely missed our old friends, new friends and old friends over the years. With a sigh of thoughts, the Tao will not exhaust the remaining thoughts. A good one. You can't finish talking about the friendship that has established a fateful friendship with each other. In the old days, love scorched the cold heart like a ball of flame. On the fringe of the city, job seekers, foreigners, backpackers wiping away their tears lonely, standing hesitatingly at the intersection of the street light is very sad. Can't tell what kind of emotion it is. Regarding a foreign country as my hometown, it is a beautiful curtain call to meet the old in another country. But because of poverty, loneliness, and sense of difference, I was humiliated. The wallet is empty, the deposit on the bank card is very small, the expectation of the parents fell through. They would rather be sinners of the family. I don't want to be a laggard in the eyes of my peers. And the sad reality, only after breaking out of the sky did he dare to return to his hometown. The fetters of life made this group escape, marry and have children. The promising young people who got married first and then started a career are lost in the foggy forest. When the air throws a heavy burden on every latecomer, responsibility and obligation have become the most straightforward information chain. Chinese parents who always talk about starting a family are the murderers of miserable children. I always feel that it is a good thing to let children take on the obligations of the next stage of life in advance. In essence, the people who pushed the loved ones into the fire. A person wants to get married. The foundation of marrying a wife is not that you have reached your age, but that you want a home. In the real world, youth is no longer a very glorious word. Due to the deviation of the education difference between the North and the South, the expectations of the parents led to two different endings. Men and women who have been busy with their careers in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou and Shenzhen for a long time feel that they have a partner to accompany them. Both children and wife and husband love it, which is a burden. Before the time hastily combined, it is the wrong starting point, but also the end of the wrong life. Respect the child. The child is willing to communicate with you about emotional issues, is a bridge to promote trust. Know the roots of children, understand them, and establish correct values. Within a reasonable time limit, willing to talk to you like a friend, you can walk into his heart, which means that he is determined to have a further relationship with you to ease. Parents should not be too superficial and vulgar when looking at the problem. What kind of person is your child? Daily behavior has been discerned. Similarly, the post-90s generation, before deciding to have a baby, worry about the baby's milk powder money, and education funding. You must carefully assess whether you are suitable for being novice parents. Young people in their 30s should know that the core of marriage is love. In the absence of hormonal collision between the two sides, hold hands. It is destined to be indispensable for the quarrel of bullets. However, there are still healthy emotional relationships. Such an intimate partner must have warm-hearted parents. A metropolis with drunken and green lights, sparsely populated, and constantly flashing neon lights. Those men and women who are enterprising and have occasional phone conversations with their parents, no matter if Dink is still working hard to support the family in the future, he will report to his parents. Because one sees through the essence of life, one will not use retreat as a reason to become a refugee again. A literary and artistic artist, Xiao Zhan, who has a strong aesthetic sense, is such a person. After reading an interview with him, he came to a big city to fight for the new year and return to his hometown. How to deal with relatives urging marriage. One sentence: falling in love is equal to unemployment. The parents of the Xiao family don't get involved in their son's career and don't interfere. Last year, the couple saw patient number 5 in Dream Like a Dream at Chengdu Station and felt the hardships of their son. Survival from desperation, brewing opportunity. Meet in strangers and deliver new energy. Get out of trouble. The way is ahead. Drama performances cultivate the most basic moral qualities. Role precipitation and reflection construct a rational cognitive view. From the genes, a practitioner who loves a career and is determined to do well, such a practitioner, industry hit workers should cherish what they encounter. Learn this instinct that has been born since birth, it is the ambition that should be cherished. Every retrograde who runs to on the field of destiny deserves to be blessed. Xiao Zhan's 2021 is extremely glorious. 29 Business Annual Red. 3 film and television dramas set off heavy discussions in the industry. Excellent character. The humble personality is confirmed. Xiao Zhan's 2022 is a good start. The first day of the new year, join hands with new partner Saya Cowdy and set off together. The cover character of the opening magazine L, the fate of Guye's character in the drama Ace Force has been distressed and pitied by thousands of soldiers. In a blink of an eye, the new cyber violence remembered in the annals of history quietly passed. The unknown mystery was revealed ruthlessly. Guye's experience was criticized by fans. Why are there so few lines? The camera is cut out of order. How dare such a heinous thing happen? There is another wave in the entertainment circle, surrounded by the plot, the character of the characters, and the male protagonist who relied on hard relationships. He launched a painful criticism. I pierced the last layer of paper windows, but the situation got worse and worse. Some people don't care about the actor's own feelings and speculate on people's hearts in public opinion venues. Because of one person's failed acting skills, the bad word of mouth is thrown on every leading actor. Military dramas are most afraid of problems with details, and the new drama Ace Troops is condemned. While the heat soared, 2 different voices were heard. Love Day is larger than the plot of the exercise. In the first 15 episodes, the emotional drama is more than half of the time. The love between Guye and Jiangnan Zhengchengkan is very hazy. Sorghum is thrusting in sideways. Gigi pulls down the plot trend, especially full of anger. If Guye's ideal in life is to be a guardian of the country's territory, the soldiers who give up their children's love, then the bad habits of Sorghum in the army will be harmful for life. Born to be ordinary, and unwilling to be ordinary. Under the film script tab, never like to make moves according to principles, and humanity is often the darkest veil. What we don't want to see is exposed on the big screen. Only endless disappointment was waiting. Those who are well behaved are just capitalists here. Use of puppets. Just like Xiao Zhan, this young actor carrying drama, as long as his work is broadcast, a large number of fans and sister fans can be harvested. Anti-fan, it took 122 days to play as a soldier. The fruit is plundered by other parties. Of course the audience has emotions. He is a long-lasting soldier in the entertainment industry and ranked first in ratings. The 2 short trailers of Jade Bone Yao and Please Give Me More Advice for the Rest of My Life surpassed tens of billions. Ace Force left a lot of regrets, and I still post for the role with a grateful heart. Interact with Zhang Zhijian, the actor of Gu Heng. Generally speaking, despite the flaws, finally won. In this life, if you can work hard for what you like, God will give you a clear direction. Survival from desperation. Most of the moments can arouse a person's desire to fight. This world is paid equivalently, and the results obtained will be doubled in the future. Popular actor Xiao Zhan insists on writing the truth on his face and using it in practical actions. This wise decision shows his particularity. Ignorant people at the moment, just criticizing his rigid acting skills. You should really weigh how many caddies you have. All beings are suffering, and life is like a traveling boat. The celebrities' fight is like a battle with no danger. Only those who dare to try and take risks can have a new starting point. The truth about potential artists being discredited, it is the basis for trolls to find slots and entertain themselves. Under the utter sadness, he met his opponent strangely. Looking at the gaps in his icy life, who is not considerate of Xiao Zhan like this? The key is that he is determined to let the shadow turn the story, not to mention the old things, not to think about the past. Use personal strength to get rid of the predicament, and use 100% of the energy. Give the mocker an air of inferiority. A bit more gratifying, the tearful moments of Ace Force, scene after scene. Guye's dialogue with his father is regarded as a classic textbook. The conversation between Guye and the old squad leader is very positive. The Xiaoye in the play It is precisely the countless brave men who have changed their lives in the real dilemma. The narrow road hits the wall and the end is not reached. Glory to the body, peace of life, tear off the coat of traffic, leaving only the surface glory. Prejudice seems to like wearing colored glasses to analyze people or things that are not pleasing to the eye. Because of self-defeating and living in a vicious environment of jealousy and disgust for a long time, the resentment that is ready to be exploded breeds and encourages resentment. In the end, it led to all sorts of unacceptable situations. Spread like this, become the most hated module by mankind. Xiao Zhan single-handedly came to the Malay showbiz. To create today's extraordinary achievements comes from his various efforts. God's will make people. The wrong decision made him stay away from the amateur workplace, but it just so happens that this ideal of the true and the best gives him a relaxation of mind and body. She hired the harbor of cultural and entertainment arena. The fleeting years are very good, the rest is only a light greeting. The mob, who is always playing tricks, has become the biggest joke. Under the advocacy of orthodox literature, one must be proud to resist risks. Don't be the victim. Everything is difficult at the beginning. If you don't shape your skills, you can't charge. Guyier's 40-year military career is full of sadness, but he left the audience with the most indirect answer. My mission is to be a soldier on the battlefield. For the rest of my life, you can discard pedantic ideas that shouldn't be there. Do not pierce the darkness of society, make new changes with perseverance. It's the toughness that Guyier possesses. Good family background, humble quality of asking for advice, make him aware of the responsibility of soldiers. All in all, this is a pleasing and pitiful character. Just when everyone thought Xiao Zhan had escaped the controversy of public opinion, the broadcast of Ace Force provided a bunch of ugly people with the opportunity to deliberately point fingers at the actors and attack the actors. Needless to say, this is so sad. Looking at the reputation of the drama, if the quality is not proportional, they will add fuel and vinegar maliciously and sniper frantically. As winter passes and spring comes, flowers bloom and fall, and people are determined to conquer the sky. Obviously, the direction of the entertainment wind is always the controller writing the script. Artists who really have the right to make decisions are either in the hands of capital, backed by market dividends. Only Xiao Zhan stands alone, for the predicament, never flinch. In adversity, be synonymous with heroes. The new drama is broadcast every time. There must be a sneer. The performance of the drama has changed the views of passers-by. He tore away the gorgeous cultural symbols, took off the coat of flow, and valued every cooperation. Whether it is the old drama bones, or the business brand side. In the past, under the shackles of traffic, people only think of how arrogant he is. What happened suddenly is that the 2020 cyber-violent raid, the humiliating mind received a lot of likes. Flow is by no means a derogatory term, but a neutral term. Want to do traffic? We must endure the praise of people from all walks of life from all over the world. At the end of the horizon, learn to deal with messy emotions, and you can return in victory. Even though Ace Force helped Xiao Zhan establish a good reputation in the industry, there are still new drawbacks, and the choice of directors in the drama world is the key point. Next time, partner, find a stronger one. The drama Xiao Zhan is a bit more famous, and the acting skills are not so templated. The heart of a strong man is not dead, and he will taste the suffering of his life before he can walk along the way. Guyier set an eternal goal. Entertainer Xiao Zhan also understood the true nature of life through the play. Reshape a new image, move towards the field of objectivity and wide acceptance, no longer justifying. Welcome to the new departure. Correct bad styles and rectify the long-standing bad phenomena in the circle. The road is far away, do your best and don't want to owe favors, you must lead by example. The fate of the king is full of ups and downs. The devil who is severely ill, if you can't do anything well, it's impossible to keep glowing. Want to have a good life, treat suffering as wealth first, and live well in the present. Then weaken the sadness. Obliged to look back to make achievements, work hard to fight for the future. Take Xiao Zhan as an example, and understand some of his spirit for a long time. Optimistic fighting feelings, life, long benefits.